Ciao ragazzi, this tutorial is about Ire verbs, which are one of the three types of regular verbs. If you would like to also watch my videos about Are verbs and Ere verbs, they will tell you about the first two types of conjugations. This video is about Ire verbs, which are the third type of regular verb that we learn about. So when you have an Ire verb, you're going to take the root verb, you're going to drop the Ire ending, and you're going to apply the following endings. The io ending is o. The tu ending is I. Lui lei ending is e. Noi ending iamo. Voi ending ite. Loro ending ono. Now, these should look pretty familiar. If you've already seen the two videos about Are and Ere verbs, you'll see that the io ending is in common with both Are and Ere verbs. You'll see that the tu ending I is also the same whether it's an Are, an Ere, or an Ire verb. Lui lei ending is the same for both Ere verbs and Ire verbs. Noi ending is the same for all three. Iamo. Voi ending is unique. This is the only one that has an ite ending, but it does make sense since these are Ire verbs. So we're going to keep that I in Ire, and you're going to have it in the voi form. Let's give that a new color. How about purple? And loro, ono, this is the same as Ere verbs only. So, one thing that's a little bit different about Ire verbs is that there are two types of Ire verbs. Some of them just have this normal set of endings, and others have a few extra letters that are unique to this particular type of Ire verbs. There's not really a way that you could look at an Ire verb and know whether it's regular or whether it takes isk, but when you learn Ire verbs, it's important to remember what they sound like conjugated. And after you've practiced them for a while, it'll sound right to you. For example, a verb like dormire, to sleep, you'll know that dormo, io dormo, tu dormi, lui lei dorme sound right. And a verb like finire, to finish, io finisco, tu finisci, lui lei finisce, those will sound right to you. So it's very important to know, is this a normal Ire verb or does it have the isk pattern? So the isk endings go like this. Drop the ire from the root and apply the following endings. Io is going to be isco. Tu, ishi. Lui, lei, isce. Noi, still just iamo. Nothing changes there. No isk in the noi and voi forms. So voi, ite, just like you saw above with our normal voi, Ire verb endings. And loro, we get that isk back again, iscono. Let's now take a look at some examples. I separated these in Ire verbs that do not take the isk and Ire verbs that do have isk. So partire means to leave, and an example would be io parto, no isk there. Sentire has two meanings, to hear, to feel, and an example would be io sento. Aprire, to open, io apro. Offrire, to offer, io offro. Servire, to serve, io servo. Dormire, to sleep, io dormo. Once again, these should sound right to you. Io parto, io sento, io apro, io offro, io servo, io dormo. That goes for all the endings. Here you'd have tu parti, tu senti, tu apri, tu offri, tu servi, tu dormi. Now let's take a look at our isk verbs. Preferire, to prefer. Io preferisco costruire. To, it sounds like construct, it means to build. Io costruisco. Finire, to finish. Io finisco. Capire, to understand. Io capisco. Pulire, to clean. Io pulisco. Spedire, to send. Io spedisco. In bocca al lupo ragazzi, spero che questo video vi sia piaciuto. Buonasera.